What's up, darling? It is a Monday up in this thing. You know, your girl's coming here with her reality review for Rob Chyna, season 1, episode 2. And, you know, this episode was a little more interesting. It wasn't as ratchet as the last episode, first episode. And I really didn't get into that. My bad. But this episode was a little more calmer. You saw her softer side to Chyna and Rob. You always seen that softer side to Rob. But you also saw his insecurities this episode. And in a way, Chyna didn't understand it. But then I think she did when she realized the way she flipped out about her butt. But we'll get into that. So the last time we left Rob and Chyna, they were not speaking at all. And it was one of Chyna's people that works with her for her 88 Thin Cartel website, that works with her boutique. It was her birthday, so Chyna was like, I'm gonna throw a birthday party, so she threw a birthday party. She invited Rob. Rob didn't show up, and it kind of rubbed her the wrong way, which it would rub me the wrong way. Like, I haven't spoke to you in 4 days, and I invite you, you don't show up, you don't even, give an explanation as to why you didn't show up. So, Rob and Scott were talking, and it got to Rob and Scott, and Scott was trying, to be there for Rob, because I've watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians off and on for years, and Scott and Rob has always had that, brother relationship. And I guess Scott sees Rob spiraling out of control, or he's not acting like himself, or he doesn't necessarily know who he is. And he made that point when Scott were outside talking, that I don't expect her to be like me or to know me or anything like that. But Scott was like, I don't even think you know who you are at this point, which I believe he doesn't. I think he's so insecure about his weight, which I completely understand. I'm the same way, and I think he needs to just realize that himself and get down to the roots of why he feels the way he feels about his weight, and then I think he'll change it once he figures it out, because that's what I did. But and then Chyna called Rob to see why he didn't, show up to the party. And she explained, it's like, I didn't want you to see me the way that the state of mind he was in. He was insecure, and he wasn't really himself. He's probably not himself. He's a depressed person, and he has that negative energy. And most people will go to something like that with that negative energy. But I guess Rob's the type of person, he's not going to bring that negative energy around other people. But he said, I also feel like I should apologize. And so I think they agreed to meet up and talk. Then Rob went to his mom's house, and Scott and I think somebody called, and Scott, I guess, deflecting whatever Kendall was going through. It's like, think of my life. Like, I was a drug addict, went to rehab, relapsed, went back again. I have no family. Like, I've lost my girlfriend and kids. And look at your brother. He's fighting insecurities. Like, he's got a baby on the way. Like, he needs to literally get it together. He has a baby on the way. And then Chyna was feeling some type of way because a doctor made an article about saying her butt had deflated, and she started to feel insecure about that. And she was getting ready to take this big trip to Catalina, France.
4 days to host an event. And I think, and she tried to call that doctor's office and I guess speak to that doctor, and they were joking like, you know, we should just, you know, do a drive-by pop-up on that doctor like, But her big booty best friend, like her friend's ass is huge as hell, like that's her big booty best friend. For real, for real. They, Rob came and they spoke and he apologized for accusing her of cheating. Rob came to the realization that he was doing those things because of his past relationship, and he shouldn't bring that into his new relationship. He shouldn't do those things. He should trust her and know she's not going to do anything. Yeah. And Chyna, back to Chyna was like, when she was feeling some type of way about people talking about her and being negative, like, she started her own business, like the 88 Fit Cartel is something she started. And she doesn't need help from nobody. She said, she made the comment, Tiger helps pay the nanny salary for their little boy King, and that's it. Anything else she pays for. And so then Scott and Rob, when Rob and Chyna met up, Chyna was like, are you still going with me to France for my event? Rob said yes. Seemed like he was in good spirits. And then, funny thing, Scott, well, I guess he wasn't really believing Rob when he told, because Scott bought a trainer by, and the trainer, I'll be back, I gotta go check him. Okay, I'm back. Back to what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Rob, you know, Scott, I guess, not believing what Rob is saying that he gets up, he doesn't sleep all day, he gets up and he eats breakfast and he works out. Scott, not really believing him, set up these little mini webcams in Rob's house. And I guess they're like back and forth communicating, like Scott can, you know, speak to Rob through them, not without physically being there, I guess. And so he woke Rob up with one, and Rob was like, what the fuck is going on? When did you do this? I'm like, he literally walked in your house while you were sleeping and did it. Like, he's a heavy-ass sleeper. Like, how can you not hear somebody in your house making all kinds of noise and setting shit up? Like, how do you not hear that? So, Rob got up and was going to eat something, but he didn't want to eat it. Like, I don't think Rob is... That clip, I don't think he's really motivated. Like, he exercised, and which is a good thing, which is a good start. But I think it was because Scott brought the guy here to help him. I think you have to, if you're in a rut or you want to do something, you have to be motivated yourself to do it. You have to find your motivation to do it. And I don't think Rob had really figured out what his motivation would be to, you know, exercise, eat right, and lose weight. And I think people trying to help him really just doesn't help. So he was like, well, Scott, come by and we'll talk. So Scott came by and they talked, and he was like, what will motivate you to do this without people asking to try and help you? And he made the point of, my baby, look, being there for Chyna, being there for my little girl is on the way, is motivation enough for me to do it. But I think it's got to really click for him to actually go and do something and, you know, grow up, basically, because I think that's Chyna's whole point, is him not taking it seriously. Like, you've got to realize you've got a baby on the way, you've got to grow up, you've got to get yourself together. And you can't always depend on your family to, you know, help you with stuff. You've got to want to do it yourself, basically. And so Chyna went out with, and then we went back, Chyna went out with these two twins that I seen on the episode of Botched. And the twins got their tongue pierced and their nipples. Chyna just got her tongue pierced. Like, I know they're going to feel some type of way about it, but I don't give a fuck. That's my mentality. You should not give a fuck what people think. It's your life. Do you, basically. Do you, boo-boo. Do motherfucking you. Because I'm always going to do me. At the end of the day. You like it? You like it? You don't? You don't. I don't care. I used to be the type of person to, like, you know, do things based off of what people would think. Not anymore. But, you know, she did it. And then Rob had a stylist come a couple of days ago, I guess, that they showed to, you know, style him to go to Canton, France, or go to France with Chyna for that day, or that night, or how long they were going to be there. And the stylist bought things, and it wasn't fitting him. And I think that, right there, from my own personal experience, that will shoot your confidence down a lot. And I think that's what happened to Rob. And so Chyna, you know, and her big booty best friend were in the car, and she's like, well, I haven't heard from Rob. Her friend asked, is Rob going? And Chyna's like, I don't know. I texted him and asked, he never, you know, said anything back about it. So she called him, and Rob said, I really don't feel like going. There's going to be all these cameras around, and, you know, I'm not confident enough in myself. Like, I don't feel comfortable doing it. So Rob ended up not going. So she ended up going. She looked good, by the way. Her best friend looked bomb, too. They ended up going, and she was feeling insecure about her booty. So she was pretty much feeling, you know, getting nervous, and she ended up going, looking great, doing what she needed to do when they got back. Her and her best friend were talking, and she didn't understand. Her best friend was like, I don't understand why Chyna is feeling the way she's feeling towards Rob about being insecure when people say what they say about her butt. She basically gets insecure, and that's basically what her best friend told Chyna. Chyna, you know, was like, you know what, that does make sense. And so I guess she realized now how seeing from Rob's perspective as far as him being insecure about his body, about his weight. And so, you know, Rob basically Rob basically, stepped up a little bit. He went and bought baby stuff, and he actually put it together himself. He actually started working out. He said that I want to, be Chyna and my baby on the way is motivation enough for me to change. And that's basically what he needed to realize, and I think he's realized it. So Chyna made a surprise pop-up, and they apologized. She apologized to Rob for not understanding where he's coming from and reacting the way she did. And, Rob showed her, what he did, and she was like, oh, that's a step in the right direction. That shows me he cares, and that shows me he realizes there's a baby on the way, and he bought, baby stuff. And Chyna asked Rob to come back to the house, but Rob wanted to, keep their space, and Rob wanted to get himself together before he moved back in with her, which is completely understandable. I would do the same thing. Like, let me get myself together, let me get my mentality back, let me get, mentally right to, move back in. Let me figure my shit out, basically, is how he's feeling. And so, I think he's getting it together slowly but surely. Don't get me wrong, he'll probably have his moments. But, that's life. You live and you learn. You gotta keep moving. Let's see, next week's episode will be, they're going July 4th weekend, I guess, or July 4th. They're going to visit her mom, and apparently her daddy had, like, she's got 10 other siblings, and, like, they're girls and a boy, or 9 girls and 2 boys, or something like that. And so, I guess her mom has never met any of her siblings, and I guess she's gonna meet some of them. And there's this one particular part they showed where, how close, the mama asked how close in age they are, and Chyna said that me and such are the same age. And I think that shit hit her mama, which I think what it is Chyna's mom and dad were still messing around with each other, but so that shows that her daddy was messing with some other person. If you got a child the same age as, Chyna. So next episode is going to be interesting. This episode wasn't as, ratchet and crazy like the first one was. I was like, yeah, like, this shit should be like something like that I watch on like VH1 or some shit like that, Because, Sandy made that point too, like, I don't know E, but, we'll see. I'm not saying E don't have, ratchet to it, like, they've got some shows that can, be ratchet. I just think it's something different, and we'll see how it goes, but I like it so far. Let me know what y'all think about it before, and if you're new, hello, go ahead and subscribe. I'm Rachel, and this is like, you'll get a shitload of videos from me. I think I'm going to film another video, I'm not sure, but I will, tomorrow's my Reality Tuesday for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and
share me with your friends and family. I'm trying to, reach. I got 106 subscribers, and I was going to do a giveaway, but I want to up the ante, and I want to do a 200 subscriber giveaway. But I'm not gonna be. We'll get into details about that later. But I will talk. And love you, my old heads. Love you, my new subscribers. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.